Hey everyone! Ah. My name is Tina. They are actually different. The pen type's absolutely amazing. Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be talking about a drugstore product that I believe has become somewhat of a cult product in Australia, and it is the Australis Velourlips Matte Lip Cream. These were released last year, and when they first released them they brought out 5 colours, and then later on they brought out another 5 colours, and then they brought out a limited edition 3 shades, and quite recently they brought out another 5 shades. I do not have the full collection. I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of an 18 I believe, but I do have most of them, so I thought I will do a little review, demo and a swatches video for the Velourlips. So they are a matte lip cream, which there are quite a few on the market now. So Anastasia does it. L'Oreal has even brought some out. Lime Crime do them and such, but it is $9.99 usually. So it's a very affordable price, and it is a drugstore product. So they sell it at Priceline stores as well as anywhere else that sells Australis. They are kind of like a liquid and look like a gloss, but are actually a matte lip cream. It is completely 100% matte. It will not come off. It is super long lasting. I personally don't have a problem with dry lips, so I can wear them as often as I want, but for a lot of people, once they wear it one day, it does tend to affect their lips. So be aware if you do have dry lips that they are definitely quite drying. The colour payoff obviously is quite amazing. The nude shades, although I do find that it's not as much colour payoff, and when you go over a bit that you've already done, it tends to take it off because these are so extremely quick drying. So you do have to work with them really quick. They smell, I think they smell like sherbet, like the Whiz Fizz stuff. And they have just a normal kind of sponge tip. I think it's called a doe's foot, how it's kind of angled, and that's what the tip is like. It's nothing spectacular. Personally, I absolutely love the product. I think they are great. I tried to go with a look today that would go with most shades, although I really can't pull off nude shades. Like, I look like an absolute clown. So it is going to look ridiculous on me, just be aware, but I am doing it purely for the video's sake. First, I will show you how I apply it personally, and then I will go into the swatching of all the colours. So let's get going.
First of all, I would like to apologize for my gross zoomed up skin, but I'm going to start off by concealing my lips just a bit so I can get the true color. I'm going to grab the product and just place it right in the middle of my lips. I do this with lipstick as well. It really doesn't have to be neat or anything, as you can see. And then I'm going to grab a flat brush. This is actually a concealer brush. I don't really like lip brushes. I don't find they work the best to apply lipstick, so I always use this flat kind of brush, brushing the product on the brush, and then I use the thin end just to line my lips as if I would be using lip liner. I find this way you can get a real crisp line using that edge of the brush. Just filling in the corners in the same way, and then I will use the flat side of the brush to colour in the bigger areas of my lips. Again, I'm doing the same process on my top lip, although I'm overdrawing just a tiny little bit. And as you can see, I'm going from the outer corner in, and then I pull down on the flat side as I reach the middle. There's one side done, and then I will do the same process on the left side. Now that the shape of my lips are done, I can just use the original sponge tip to add more layers or just to touch up the colour. And now we will go into the swatches of the colours. First off, we have NY-CEE, which is a blue base red. This was one of the first shades that came out, and it is definitely the one that I've worn most out of all of them. I absolutely love it. It is a great classic red lip colour. This one is called Malibu. It is a very bright fuchsia blue base pink. I think it is definitely the brightest shade they've got, but I think it is lovely. It is like a Barbie pink. And I do apologise, I think all the shades are actually slightly darker in real life than on camera, just because the lights are washing it out. And here come the nude shades that make me look like an absolute clown. This shade is called LUN-DUN. It actually looks much deeper in the tube than swatched on the lips. It is kind of like a dusky mauvey pink. It's quite an interesting colour, hard to explain. Obviously I cannot pull it off very well, but I'm sure some other people could. This next one is called HO-CHEE-MIN, and again it is one of the more nude shades. I would say it is a lighter, more peachy pink, and when I look at the colour it just reminds me of candy, like literally strawberries and cream chewy candy or something. Looks so good. Next is HON-O-LOO-LOO. It is a more brown beigey nude, although I would still say it is definitely warm toned. These nude shades are definitely a little bit harder to apply than the deeper shades. It is hard to get an even application all over the lips, and you tend to have to layer it on a little bit, which it doesn't feel very pleasant. This one is MI-A-MEE, which is an absolutely gorgeous colour. I love it. It is like a really nice peachy corally colour. It's not as orange as the Rio D, which I don't have, but it's a really bright orange. It's definitely a little bit deeper again in real life, but it's so wearable. It would be lovely for summer and springtime. This is BAR-THA-LONA. I am really sorry the video really isn't doing justice to the colours in real life, but it is a more pinky, reddy watermelon shade. I would say it is the colour in between MI-A-MEE and NY-CEE. This colour is SHANG-HI, so BAR-THA-LONA and the next three shades are from the most recently released ranges, and they are awesome. I absolutely love them. They are much more wearable for me, being bolder and deeper shades. This shade is like a deep fuchsia berry colour. I am in love with it. These next two shades are super deep and dark. I absolutely love them. I love my deep shades. This DOO-BAI is a bit more of a plummy deep shade. It has a bit more purple to it. And this BUDA-PASH is a bit more of a reddy burgundy deep colour. I do love both of these shades, and they do look very similar, although they definitely have a different toning to them. You do have to layer these shades on a little bit more to get the real depth out of them. These last few are part of the limited edition range. This shade is called GRANDMASTER PASH. All of the limited edition shades do have a shimmer to them, whereas the regular lines don't. This shade is somewhat of a burnt amber shade. It's quite an earthy, reddy brown. It would definitely be my favourite out of the limited edition shades. Next is the Nude Fighters. It is definitely a more brown tone nude shade. It is kind of like a sandy caramelly colour, and the shimmer in it is a silver. And lastly is the Riri Wine D or Wind, I'm not quite sure. This again is another brown shade, although it has more of a mauve tint to it. And where the last one had silver shimmers, this one has more of a gold shimmer to it, and I definitely think it makes it look more shimmery. And there you have it, that is all the colours. Woo! We're finally done. This was way more tired than I expected. Oh my goodness, it took a lot of time and effort. Now it's time to get this stuff off of my lips. I've been swatching for like an hour, so my lips are probably like super raw. These were all the wipes that I used, so that's what I was using in between all the shades. My lips actually don't feel too bad, but I am going to apply some lip balm just to prevent any dryness that might happen. And there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!